getting the dust up with glasses. Hey, Hey. Hey, I'm Ben Terry. Welcome to my studio in Dallas, Texas. Yeah, like the 22 by 17 has always been like my sweet spot, and I think it's because of the plywood. I've been so like in love with the materiality of the plywood, the wood grain, the way the edges sort of splinter, without me knowing how. There's like a baked in kind of materiality in it that I just know is gonna like be nice as I work on it over time. The great thing about Cheerleader for me was that it was basically just a corrugated metal tin shed and just a very like prototypical project space. I think having that kind of liberation for that show like opened up some things and allowed me to feel comfortable with being kind of like referential, but also allowed me to get comfortable scaling up and not being scared of making like a giant failure of a painting. So the show is like a real continuation of that. I'm still being referential. Like I'm thinking of the Beheading of Holofernes still. I'm thinking of Monet's water lilies. I'm thinking of just action painting those ABX guys and working on a heroic scale instead of like a small scale. The Miami, there was definitely a scale up, and in the Bodecker building there was a scale up, but this is the first time I felt like taking brush to surface where it's like I really felt the impact of the scale. As I'm like thinking about water lilies a lot, like more specifically like Van Gogh and painting during the World War and like that sort of feeling of shame and like painting beautiful like landscapes and flowers like while everybody's dying and killing each other in this like horrible tragedy. It's like, yeah, I feel that too. I feel a connection to that. And now I just see like every painting I make is like a water lily painting. It's like these are all landscapes. These like I see this space. I see like the sun setting. I see these like flowers on these like puddles of water. Like it just like as soon as I start thinking of an image, it like totally changes the way I think about these formal decisions that were made outside of it. And it's like, but am I like actually painting water lilies or flowers or petals? Or I don't know, like I'm not like consciously trying to do that, but I see them in the painting and maybe it makes me more like okay with like, leaving that instead of like disrupting it. But I don't know, I think if it became like too much that, I would feel weird about that too and like try to break that up. I feel like there's only so much control that I have over how a lot of the things work. I'm just kind of like setting stuff up. I was trying to like have all those systems at once, and then it became much more kind of like intentional kind of action painting, which seems like super scary kind of history to tread in. You know, it's something that I've always been like interested in and loved, and it was like, I'm gonna try that on and see if it fits me. Is this me? I don't know. Let's see if it works and how I feel about it. And it's one of those things that it's just like, this is a part of the system, and then I need something to jam up against that to like keep it alive. And so it's been like one of the puzzle pieces, I guess, to deal with. I don't know. It's definitely just like a part of the chaos of my knowledge of the visual language that's evolving. I'm just like thinking so much about a specific kind of painting and the relationship of this to that, and it has to affect me somehow. But I am trying to work kind of like fast, intuitive, without like overthinking